Hey, it's Mazzy. This is a whack-a-mole. I have no idea what number it is, but you know before I do. I'm in Queens. Isn't Queens a borough?
Yes.
Queens is a borough of New York City. And I'm at Arnaldo's house. There's a link below to his channel, so go subscribe. They're right there. See, he's like...
Hey, everybody.
There he is. And we have another musical vinyl community friend.
My name is Jason Rojas. I'm okay.
Jason Rojas. And we were at the WMFU record show for the last 2 days. We're hanging around New York City. We did a crawl. You probably saw those things. I occasionally do a whack-a-mole in someone else's house. And it's a challenge because I don't know this collection. But we're going to share it. I'll pull a couple, and then they're going to pull a couple, and we'll see how it goes. And we don't do editing on these videos. And that's the way it goes. So, that's it. So... If I'm looking back, it's just temporarily so I don't trip over anything, because I don't know this room. It's the landscape. Just to let you know, there's also records there, and records there, and down there. So we'll kind of move these things around. We'll start with the back wall, and we'll see how it goes. So, okay, I'll start out, and we just share the music. What are you doing? You're not supposed to look. Oh, I'm not supposed to look.
Well, you're lovely.
Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen, obviously from. This is the 1987 record, Bruce Springsteen, "Tunnel of Love." This is the bolo tie period. I like bolo ties. That's a cool bolo tie. I think men should wear bolo ties again. Don't you think? You like bolo ties, guys?
On Bruce Springsteen, no.
No, on me. I like wearing bolo ties.
On you?
Tunnel of Love, the big hit on this song was Brilliant Disguise. Good song. This is a song, obviously an album co-produced by Bruce, Chuck Plotkin, and John Landau, who was his manager as well. I love Springsteen. I got into Springsteen first on his second album, The Wild East Street, that one, with Rosalita and Sandy, 4th of July. Great record. And of course, Born to Run is the first time I saw Bruce. This is a Vinyl Please edition. I don't know anything about this edition, but I highly recommend it. His records are really compressed in a certain way, but there is a plangent box set that Columbia put out that is the best sounding versions of the first period. Now, I haven't heard the later stuff. I have not heard this period. Did you like this period? Have you listened to it?
I've actually, after I got that, I got to reappreciate that album. It was not one of my favorite, but it's finally spread onto vinyl. I think
the first one's probably on one, right?
So
wow. So that's probably a good thing, obviously, because this is the CD era at 87 when CDs were really starting to get popular. So Bruce Springsteen. I don't know what else to say about Bruce Springsteen. The boss. He's the boss.
That's a depressing record.
So can I put the records here? We can
Yes.
file them later. All right. I'll pull one more, then you guys start pulling things. This is Unity. This is Larry Young with Woody Shaw, Joe Henderson. This is a Blue Note Classic series cut by Kevin Gray. I have this album. I think I have a Music Matters Jazz version of this record. What a great Reed Miles cover. Look at that design. Wonderful record. Woody Shaw is a great trumpet player. This is a good hard bop record. I enjoy this record. I don't know specifically what to say about this record. And I bet you guys don't know either.
I'm sure Jason knows a lot more about that.
Do you know about, step in here? Can you talk about this record?
No. It's a highly regarded jazz record.
One of the great jazz drummers, one of the most bombastic jazz drummers of all time is Elvin Jones, and he plays on this album. But
I got it for the album cover.
See, this is so superficial. I don't think you're a big jazz guy, right?
No, my journey into jazz. It's just started.
Well, the audience might not know your journey. So.
Okay, this is highly regarded on many lists as a must for jazz enthusiasts. And I did not have any by Larry Young, so I figured let's give this one a shot. And I really like the cover.
There you go. See? it's like kind of walking with, you walk into a bar, you see a beautiful woman or beautiful guy, and it's all about you don't care if they're vacuous or smart, you just care about the cover. Okay. Sorry.
That's good.
Okay. Lastly, one more, and then they're gonna go on here. So you're looking.
Well, it's my collection.
Ooh.
Wow, this is a whole package.
This is new. I just got this.
Ooh. Okay. Rufus Wainwright. His father is Loudon Wainwright III. His grandfather was Loudon Wainwright, who was the editor of Life magazine for several decades. I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You know that. His sister is Martha Wainwright. This is, what is this? There's a Pretty Boy pamphlet. I don't know what this is.
That's the bandbox version.
Okay, bandbox. I'm gonna give you
And
that.
it's a little fanzine.
Fanzine. I'm gonna give it. There's a single in it, but let me look. There's no cover art. Okay, this is.
It's Want.
Want One.
Yeah, the Want must be somewhere.
Want One. He did Want One and Want Two. It was like a diptych of records, 2 records. He's kind of like he was part of the Lower East Side of New York vocalist with Teddy Thompson and obviously Martha Wainwright. When Nora Jones was coming out, had a great series of records. And he has a new record called Folkology that's, Folkology I think is part of BMG. Fantastic record. Great singer. He did a live show at Carnegie Hall where he basically did the entire Judy Garland Live at Carnegie Hall album where he dresses up as Judy Garland, does the whole shtick. I don't know this version of this. This must be a limited edition type of thing. Is there a cover?
Yes, it was just reissued and there is a cover. I'm just looking for it.
We don't know where the cover is. The cover is missing in action, but I'm a big fan of Rufus Wainwright. And in fact, there's a great song. His father wrote a song way back in the 70s on an early album. Rufus was on Atlantic Records and Columbia Records. And the lyrics of the song goes, Rufus was a tit man sucking on his mama's gland. He's oral. Now, of course, Rufus is a gay man, so that the prophecy of that lyric going back to the 1970s is rather interesting. Rufus apparently is not a tit man. So there we go. All right, you gonna guys pull? Why don't you pull something?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you can't look. Remember, you know the rules.
Well,
This is your collection. Just should be easier.
we got another Bruce. Sorry.
This is kind of like when I did that one and everyone was pulling the Cave records.
Really?
Okay, this is a Bruce Springsteen that's actually sealed.
Yes, I haven't listened to it.
Okay. You want to say anything about this?
Bruce.
Working on a Dream. This is the period of Bruce Springsteen that I'm not a huge fan of. I like some tracks. There's a version, an extra bonus track, The Wrestler from the Mickey Rourke film, The Wrestler. They used that. Remember he did like Philadelphia and The Wrestler. He was like in a role for a soundtrack film. So this is a good example. Sometimes when you do a whack-a-mole in your own collection, it's not always that easy. So let's try another one on Arnaldo. Okay, he's not looking. I'm verifying.
I'm from here.
He's verifying it.
Whoa.
Okay.
David Crosby's last album for free. Am I supposed to talk? This is supposed to be an improv
Do you
for
want me-
you.
do you want me
no,
to?
no, I know the album. It's his last album. The last one. I can't say this is the last one that came out. There's another one that will be released posthumously. The name of the
I thought you were
album.
supposed to take it out of the plastic. Oh,
Sure.
no, we're not going to take it out because it's got that Japanese plastic.
The name of the album is from the Joni Mitchell song For Free. Correct me if I'm mistaken.
I believe you. I don't know.
It has, For Free. The Joni Mitchell song.
Okay.
And it has some interesting collaborations. One song was written with Donald Fagen, think it's the Rodriguez at Night.
And that's a song that sounds like a Steely
Steely
Dan,
Dan
song.
song.
That's right. I have that record. Yeah, you gave me that record.
Yes.
Yeah.
I Won't Stay for Long is another one of my favorite. Some songs were co-written with his son. I forgot the name of his son.
I didn't know that. Is that's not the song that was through Melissa Etheridge?
I believe that is his
That
son.
he died. He died.
Oh no! So that's not
He donated sperm to Melissa and her
James
partner.
Raymond. James Raymond.
Oh, I don't know that.
I believe that's his son.
Someone's gonna answer in the comments here about that.
So
Okay.
that's-
All right.
yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, and rest in peace,
Yes.
David Crosby. Jason, you're gonna pull something now.
All right.
No,
let's
okay, hold on.
do
No,
it.
wait. He doesn't know the rules. He was looking actually at the back wall. So let's put it this way. You can't look. That's the
Oh
whole
my
point.
lord. We'll go for this lower one. Oh, Patrick Beethal's favorite record of all time, Captain Beefart. You gonna talk about this? Should I?
You go. I know the record.
This record is despised by a lot of the VC because they just, they just can't understand it. That's why, I mean,
The old fart was.
look at this cover. Look at it. The guy's holding a trout. Get it? Trout mask. Get it?
Isn't that Melissa Murphy's favorite album?
You mean Melinda Murphy?
Melinda. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Her daughter's name is Melissa. Melinda Murphy's favorite album.
No, I hope so.
Oh no. Okay, I take that back. Rachel's ghost, Sue, did an audition of this record and she actually liked it. That's my point.
Wow, really? I didn't see that episode.
Now, I bought that album when it came out and I totally didn't get it. And years later, I like it hit me. No comment on that.
I'm going to say I still don't get this record. It's kind of crazy in a way. And, locking up your bandmates to record an album, no, please don't.
Do you think it's a
do
record
that.
everyone should have in their collection?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste because it's a lot of free jazz and some blues going on there. And it's a mix of it, but it's mostly
It's
like...
all like proto Tom Waits. Proto later Tom Waits.
Maybe.
The old farting, piano's been drinking.
If you look at the back cover, the guy, Captain Beefheart, he is holding a, what do you call that? Like the top of a lamp, right?
The lampshade.
Yes, a lampshade.
Without the shade.
So this is not for everyone. But again, if you're looking for something to challenge you, then here we go.
Do you think this is the best cover ever made on an album?
The best cover? I think it's among the best covers.
Some argue yes.
Yeah. Because again, holding the trout.
It's weird shit, isn't it?
Can I interject with a personal story?
Of course. Yeah,
So-
that's the point.
I play a lot of records for Walter. And when I first got this, it was like maybe 2 years ago. I put this on, and halfway into the record, he says, "What is this?" I'll say no more.
Did he come out with a knife?
No, he hated it.
All right. Well, we're gonna each pull one. Thank you, Jason. See, the problem is you're gonna have to put all these records away.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're in the easy stack.
The easy stack. Oh, a lot of people have never heard this Paul Simon album. I really like the later Paul Simon albums. And what's interesting about this, I think Paul still has his amazing voice. And he's been very experimental the last 15 plus years. Did an album with Brian Eno, which is amazing. They don't sell a lot, but they're really, really good albums. I highly recommend it. This is one that didn't get a lot of love. This is a covers album. And he did some interesting covers. Paul Simon never did a covers album. And he revisits some of his own songs as well, like One Man's Ceiling is Another Man's Floor. He does Pig's Sheep, the Pink Floyd song. He does Renee and Georgia Magritte with their dog after the war. That was from the album, I forgot the name of the album, Hearts and Bones. Darling Lorraine. Anyway, This is sort of a reimagination. That's the thing now, right? Reimagination your old friggin' songs. Like, what's his name? The wanker from
Paul
Pink
McCartney.
Floyd. Not that wanker. Roger Waters, like, reimagines Dark Side of the Moon. Reimagines. Like, if I have to reimagine one more fucking record, you just enjoy the music. But this is actually a good music. It's kind of more cerebral. I mean, Paul Simon's a cerebral Jew, and he writes like that. So Roy Halley co-produced it with Paul Simon, worked on some of the Garfunkel records, some and Garfunkel solo, and both their solo records. So it's called In the Blue Light. A lot of people kind of skip this record. I enjoy it. It's not a great record, but I do enjoy it. I need to pull this out when I get home. So here we go. Jason?
All right, let's see here. Oh my.
Let's entertain the troops here.
What is this? Oh, wow, really? When did this come out? So, do you know?
Is that the same as Dexys Midnight Runners?
That is true.
Come on, Eileen. Da-da-da, come on, Eileen. Right?
Yes.
And the cover of the Van Morrison, Jackie Wilson set. I don't know that record.
It came out about 10 years ago.
I don't know it.
Yeah, it came out about 10 years ago. Let's call it their coming back album, because for a period of time, Kevin Rowland was doing a lot of solo records. And this is a very interesting record. It's not Dexys Midnight Runners like you remember from Come On Eileen. It's a little bit more sophisticated. Still the soul element to it. And I don't remember if all of the original members are back. Not all of them, but at least this guy was from the original band. Yeah, and this is a reissue that came out, because it came out 10 years ago, it came out on vinyl again in 2023 or 2022, I think.
I've never heard that record in my entire life.
I didn't know about it.
You don't know either?
No, I thought like the newest reunion was their newest record, but like...
This was the first of the reunion when they came back. As a matter of fact, they're known as Dexys here,
Okay.
not as Dexys Midnight Runners.
Oh,
Well, the problem is when you get that old, you don't stay out past midnight.
Jeez.
So it's like, yeah. You get up early and you have pancakes. Okay. Next, we'll phone you. I'm going to grab one from this side, but you look to make sure I'm not looking. You tell me.
Yeah, go ahead. He's not looking. He's not looking. Nice.
Oh, God, I can't stand the Foo Fighters.
They're your favorite band, remember?
You know, first of all, I think Dave Grohl is probably one of the nicest guys in music.
He's friends with Paul McCartney.
Yeah, I know, and I give you a break. But Dave Grohl has sort of replaced Bono as the spokesperson in every fucking rock and roll documentary. Like, he's the expert in there. But I like him, the whole Seattle Sound, Nirvana, and all this. I just find the Foo Fighters boring as shit. Medium Rare, I don't know this record. I've never heard this record, so I shouldn't say something is boring if I haven't heard it. I have their first two CDs when they came out, and I just didn't like them. Talk about the Foo Fighters.
Read the track listing.
Okay.
You'll understand what it is.
Oh, now I need this record. He opens up with Band on the Run, I Feel Free, Life Illusion, Young Man Blues.
They're all covers.
Young Man Blues, The Who covered. Young Man Blues, I think that was
Mose Allison.
Mose Allison. I love that. Baker Street, really interesting. Have a Cigar, another Pink Floyd cover. Okay. Gas Chamber. That's not really. We don't want to talk about that right now. Darlin' Nikki, Prince song, right?
Prince song, yeah.
So is this a good album?
It is, and it's actually quite rare. I saw it today at the fair for
Literally, it's rare meat.
Someone was selling
Medium
that
rare.
for $150. So it's a rare record. It came out on Record Store Day like 10 years ago.
Okay. Well, you know, I would hear it, but I don't know what it is. I know they're a great band, but anyway, do you like the Foo Fighters?
They're okay, you know. I know that old man Mazzy has a hard time with new music, but you know,
10 years ago, it's not new music.
You know, they're
I
still
like new
relevant
music.
today. They're still making tunes, and you know,
Old Man Mazzy.
good for them. You know, good for them.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull another one since you embarrassed me. Old Man Mazzy. Oh, This is a great neo soul record. I have this record. I have the original. This is a reissue.
It's a vinyl.
This is a vinyl please reissue. This is the Fugees. That's Lauryn Hill, right? Is that Lauryn Hill? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really good record. I love this record. Neo soul is basically new soul. Neosporin. The stuff you put Neosporin on your burn, so it revitalizes yourself. That's like it makes your skin new again. That's the whole Neo thing. You know about Neo? And Neo, what wasn't
Keanu
Reeves? He played Neo, right? That's a real stretch.
Matrix.
I don't know what to say about this record.
Killing Me Softly, the cover that everyone knows.
But
Right?
the Roberta Flack had a huge hit with that song. I love this record.
It has No Woman, No Cry, also a cover.
Yeah.
And it has Ready or Not.
Okay, that's enough of that one. All right. A couple more and we'll wind it down.
Should I pick one?
Yeah, you should pick one. We'll watch you so you don't look.
Going top shelf.
Ooh, top shelf. Not well.
No.
Oh, well, this is going to be too easy. I think I know what I picked.
Doesn't matter. You didn't look.
David Bowie, Scary Monsters,
What is that?
and Super Creeps.
1982 or?
This is 1980.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
1980. His last album on RCA. After that,
to ashes, funk to funky. We know maybe.
well, it has Ashes to Ashes, one of probably my top 3 David Bowie songs. Fashion.
Fashion's a good song.
Teenage Wildlife, It's No Game, Part 1 and Part 2, with the Japanese intro.
Yeah.
Produced by Tony Visconti. After this, David Bowie wanted a hit, and the next album was on EMI America, Let's Dance.
Oh, is that after this?
This is right
I
before.
forgot
This is the
about
last album on RCA.
Interesting. I like this record, but at the time, Creeps and yeah, I good one.
Do you know Teenage Wildlife's about Gary Newman?
I did not know that.
I
Oh,
did.
yes, because they're all trying to be like him.
Yes.
Interesting is, so on the cover, can I talk about the cover art?
You talk whatever you want.
In the cover art, especially in the back, David Bowie is evoking his past, kind of breaking it up, maybe indicating that, all right, now going forward, there's going to be something totally different. We have the image of Heroes, the image of Lodger, the image of Low. Yeah, I forgot who did the artwork for this.
I
Anyway,
don't remember.
this is one of my favorites. I think this is one of Bowie's best albums, but I like everything by Bowie.
There you go. Okay, Jason, I think you pick your last pick.
Oh my, okay. Let's do this. Let me see if I can go high shelf, the highest I can go. We'll just do this one.
I purposely avoided that shelf.
Oh no. So, this is Mazzy's favorite band ever,
That's my favorite band of the 80s.
The Smiths.
Mine too.
Yeah, I love these Smiths.
And I believe this is a 12-inch single. The last night, I dreamt that somebody loved me.
This was their last 12-inch single.
Their
Really?
last
Official.
12-inch single.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask you both. Do you know what the Beatle connection with this is?
Beatle connection to this.
They don't know.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Ringo loved the Smiths.
I believe
Oh.
isn't this Billy Fury?
It is.
But I don't know the connection with the
The
Beatles.
Beatles would tour in the UK with Billy Fury. British icon, kind of like Tommy Steele. Well, Tommy Steele was an actor, but that whole the British singer-songwriter.
Do I get partial
people.
credit for that?
You get total credit.
Oh, thank you.
This is not an exact science, and it's 6 degrees of separation with music. And I know. Well, let me just say this about Arnaldo here. He is even beyond me the biggest Smiths fan I know. Collects every picture sleeve, every 12-inch. I don't have everything, but I have a lot of the UK 12-inch with these cover stars that Morrissey came up with for this design of these. I love those, right? They're
Well,
great.
yeah, I mean-
Anything to say about those?
They have like 2 cubes of my collection back there, the Calyx. Yeah, I mean, there's, what can you say? They've never been featured on their official releases on the front covers. Morrissey always chose a movie star or some kind of musical.
Just the best of, or
Right.
How Soon Is Now they were on.
Yes, but that's
12
not an
inch.
official.
Right.
That's the U.S. version of it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So
Very nice. And there's another Beatle connection on another one of their covers. On the greatest hits cover, that black and white, the girls, in front of the black and white shot, that was shot by the photographer Jürgen Vollmer, who photographed the Beatles early on in Hamburg and in the UK, and did the cover of the John Lennon Rock and Roll album. So, yeah. Well, that's a different one.
yes, but I think Mazzy's referring to this. It's the same image.
Let's see. Stand by, please.
Right?
Yes. Look at this great. Jürgen Vollmer did this photograph. Is that autographed?
Yeah, it's Johnny Marr.
Johnny Marr. I have a Johnny Marr Fender Jaguar guitar, signature guitar. I love Johnny Marr. Are you a Smiths fan?
Am I a big Smiths fan?
Yeah. Wow, this is
Okay.
That's the book. That's the booklet that's in the complete box set.
Oh, got it. You're not.
So instead of bringing
You
the
don't have
entire,
to be.
instead of bringing the entire box set with
He
me,
says they're all right. Okay, I'm gonna. This is the final thing we'll talk about. I'm gonna pull the final one, and then we're gonna chat about it. And then we're gonna close it out. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Queens tomorrow, and that'll be it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Okay. This Mortal Coil. The closest I would say, they're a super group of artists from 4AD. I don't know if super groups are proper, but a lot of the artists on 4AD, all the covers on 4AD, and most of them were designed by Vaughn Oliver on 23. What's his design firm?
23 envelope. I think
20, yeah, whatever. And what this Mortal Coil would do would cover these amazing kind of dirgy, moody songs, everything from Emmylou Harris to Gene Clark to
Chris Bell.
Chris Bell from the
Big Star.
and all that. So on here, wow, is this a reissue?
No, that's an OG.
Wow, I don't have this. I have a couple of the records. There's a great limited edition. If you're a CD fan, it's expensive now. There was a long box edition that had all the, like 3 CDs or 2 or 3 CDs of all the Mortal Coil songs, and it had an extra disc of the original versions of the original versions of these kind of, again, like low key, like, More in Glory, which is a song by Tim Buckley, that's on there as well, the original version and the cover version. These are great albums. If you like something, is it dream pop? Not really. Is it shoegaze? Not really.
Goth.
Is it
A little
goth?
A little goth.
A little goth. A little.
It's 4AD. 4AD.
4AD. It's that 4AD thing. It's kind of like, what's that thing that they talk about? Softcore. No, not softcore. That's porn. Quiet core. What is it? The opposite of hardcore is
BC.
no core. Softcore, hardcore, something core. It's slowcore. Slowcore. It's a little bit slowcore in that respect. So anyway, great record. I don't have this record. I have the CD, and I have one of their albums on vinyl. But 4AD. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for having me on.
Well,
Yes, thanks for having me on too.
let's thank Arnaldo for hosting. We have this fella, Jason, for being a part of it. And thank you for watching. See you back in Seattle next time. Mazzy loves you. Take care.